Welcome to our series on the Chief Justices of the United States. Today we look at Oliver Ellsworth, the third Chief Justice of the United States. Though less remembered than John Jay or John Marshall, Ellsworth played a crucial role in building both the Constitution and the Supreme Court during its fragile early years. Ellsworth was born in 1745 in Windsor, Connecticut. The son of a farming family, he attended Yale, then Princeton, before studying law. In the 1770s, he emerged as a respected lawyer and patriot leader. During the American Revolution, he served in the Continental Congress, where he worked on wartime finance and diplomacy. His skills as a negotiator and legal thinker earned him a reputation as one of New England's most capable statesmen. Ellsworth's greatest contribution before the court came at the Constitutional Convention in 1787. As a delegate from Connecticut, he crafted the Connecticut Compromise, blending large and small state interests into the bicameral Congress we know today. He also served on the Committee of Detail, drafting key language of the Constitution itself. Ellsworth was a staunch advocate of federal authority, but also insisted on preserving state influence in the new system. His pragmatic approach helped secure ratification by balancing competing regional interests. After ratification, Ellsworth became one of his state's first U.S. senators. In that role, he authored the Judiciary Act of 1789. The law that structured the federal court system. Still relevant, it was cited in a recent holding as precluding nationwide injunctions by district courts. The act created the Supreme Court with 6 justices, established lower federal courts, and set out procedures for appeals. In many ways, Ellsworth designed the judicial system he would later lead. This legislation remains one of the most important statutes in American history. In 1796, after the Senate refused to confirm John Rutledge's appointment, President George Washington appointed Oliver Ellsworth as Chief Justice. Ellsworth brought dignity and order to a court struggling for authority. One of the most notable decisions came in the United States v. Isaac Williams in 1799, where the court upheld the principle that Americans who accepted foreign citizenship during wartime could be treated as traitors. Though not as famous as Marshall's later opinions, Ellsworth's rulings reinforced the supremacy of federal law and the need for judicial consistency. Perhaps even more important than his opinions was his administrative leadership. Ellsworth worked to professionalize the court, insisting on decorum, collaboration, and careful reasoning. He also helped standardize legal procedure, laying the groundwork for the court's credibility as a national institution. In 1799, President John Adams sent Ellsworth to France to help negotiate peace during the Quasi-War. As a diplomat, Ellsworth succeeded in easing tensions, helping to avoid a full-scale conflict, but the trip severely damaged his health. By 1800, he was too ill to continue his judicial duties, and he resigned as Chief Justice. Though his tenure lasted only 4 years, his influence was lasting through the Judiciary Act he authored, the precedents he set, and the professional culture he established on the court. Oliver Ellsworth may not be a household name, but his legacy runs deep. As a framer of the Constitution, as the architect of the federal judiciary, and as the nation's third Chief Justice, he ensured the Supreme Court had the structure, authority, respect it needed to survive. Ellsworth bridged the gap between John Jay's tentative beginnings and John Marshall's transformative era. He gave the court a foundation of law and order on which future justices could build. In studying Ellsworth, we are reminded that the strength of the American institution often rests not only on the bold visionaries, but also on the careful builders, those who design the framework that endures for generations.